Some other things that people said this week. Well, I should stream less. Right now, I'm streaming at least once a day for 3 to 3.5 hours of gameplay. I should stream less. Some people have even said, Phil, you know, over the years, I've said, streaming is not profitable. And let me explain something. When I streamed on Twitch TV for 2 years, alright? When I started, it was actually profitable. But over the course of the 2 years that I streamed there, by the time that I was done, by the way, I didn't have any significant dip in viewership on Twitch when I was streaming. I was still a pretty constant level of people who would turn out for my streams. The ad revenue that I made on Twitch dropped probably by about, and I'm not exaggerating here, about 75%. When I started on Twitch in early 2013, I could have a stream of about 500 to 1,000 people for a few hours, and I would make like $100. And then by the time that I was done, the 2 years that I streamed on Twitch, that same fucking stream, same viewers, same everything, same length, I would make $5. I'm not even kidding you. The ad revenue on Twitch is a fucking abysmal. Twitch lost their advertisers for whatever reason. Maybe people figured out that they're not getting any payoff from people watching ads on Twitch or whatever. I don't know. Which is why Twitch is all about subscriptions. You gotta subscribe. Get those custom emotes and shit. Subscribe. That's why everyone over there is all about their subs. Now, I was never about that. I was not willing to sacrifice the quality of my gameplay or my streams to constantly be giving shoutouts to people who were subbing and talk about subs and push the subs, so I barely got any. And I wasn't making much, if any, money streaming on Twitch. It was fan service. It was because people wanted to see me do stuff live. So then when I came to YouTube in late 2014, alright, I was making ad revenue, at least during the time that people were watching the streams. And that is the truth. Right now, for any stream on any given day, I probably make just as much as, say, a major gameplay video. So, for example, if it's premiere day for a new game, and I stream that game, and it gets decent viewership, I probably make just as much money on that stream as, like, maybe the first video in the series for that playthrough. So it's okay. It's not great. It's a little bit, but it's okay. At least the streaming isn't wasting my time completely, and I get nothing out of it. I do get a little bit of something out of it. But as you know, when I live stream, I'm not, besides the pre-stream, which is 20 minutes before I start gameplay, and by the way, everyone complains. It's to the point now where, like, I keep explaining to people, I'm in dire straits, I need help, I need to advertise, you need to participate, and then I do my pre-stream where I do a few ads a day for maybe 10 minutes, and
everyone in the stream chat bitching, like a little entitled kid. More ads, he's doing it again, what the fuck? I want to give you a free 3.5 hour gameplay stream, and you're complaining because I'm giving a few plugs beforehand to pay my fucking bills. I mean, talk about being immature and not a logical being that just doesn't understand how fucking business works, that you're gonna sit there and complain, really.
But I digress. That's it. That's the only time I even advertise, is that. You know what I mean? You never see a video on YouTube, oh, by the way, do this and this and give me money for this and this. Never. Never do I make that kind of video. This is a rare occurrence in a video like this now where I'm actually talking about this stuff. So, really, the daily streaming that I do doesn't equate into anything super profitable. So a lot of people have been saying I should stream less. Now, they're not saying don't stream at all. A lot of people have been recommending that I change my stream methods. That maybe I only stream once or twice a week, and when I do, those are the multiplayer sessions where maybe I'm doing online gameplay with other people, and I'm interacting a little bit more with stream chat and stuff. So it is more like maybe a Twitch stream or whatever. But I don't know how that would work. Like, first of all, I could not stream at all. I could just never stream again. And yeah, I would see a dip there, but maybe more people would watch my videos on demand on YouTube. I don't know. It would be basically like going back to 2012, you know? It would be capture, so it would look good, but there would be no live streams. I don't know how that would go down. If anything, people who enjoy watching my streams might just go away completely and say, well, that's not fair, and leave. So I'm afraid to do it, okay? Doing only multiplayer streaming is tough because, as you know, especially now, like this busy time of year, I'm every day doing something different. Today I'm playing the Titanfall campaign. Maybe tomorrow I'm playing a multiplayer game. The day after. It's not like I have one day a week that I can schedule. I'm doing multiplayer on this day because I need to get through games so I can review them. I can't say, oh, I'm going to play the Titanfall campaign on Tuesday and Wednesday, but I'm not doing the multiplayer till Saturday. Therefore, the review can't come out for 2 weeks. No one's going to care about the review if it's 2 weeks late. So that's the thing, is I don't know if I could even juggle my schedule around like that. Okay, so reducing the amount of streams. First of all, I did, by the way, I used to stream 2 major streams every day. We're talking 5 to 8 hours of gameplay every day I used to stream. I don't do that anymore. At least I stream maybe 3 to 3.5 hours of gameplay. At most, I stream maybe 5 or 6. But I've drastically reduced the amount of streaming I used to do. And that's how KO Gaming came to be, because I took that time to work on videos for KO Gaming. If I hadn't, KO Gaming couldn't exist, right? The time that I put into those videos. So, does that make sense? Could I realistically reduce the amount that I stream, and would that really even help my business? Another suggestion, and I'm going to very, very clearly explain to you why this is not going to ever happen. Phil, just go back to Twitch, bite the bullet, go back to Twitch TV, and stream there exclusively, and stream like everyone else on Twitch TV, where you do streams that are catered toward your viewing audience, so it's more of an interactive stream between you and your audience than anyone caring about the game that you're playing, and we guarantee you that you'll get subs and you'll get more attention and stuff like that, alright? I have many responses to this, okay? First of all, bullshit. And I can call it right now, bullshit. Anyone who thinks that going back to Twitch TV and streaming there is the magic solution to all of my problems is just so deluded, alright? It may temporarily give me some kind of a boost, but it's not going to give me any kind of long-term growth. I was on Twitch TV for 2 years. Guess how much growth I saw in the 2 years on Twitch TV? 0. I saw no active growth from my streaming on Twitch. If anything, Twitch actually, by the end of the 2 years, became more of a hassle. Because you had people who were in the stream chat who were subs, they were now entitled. We're entitled to constant new emotes and being entertained, and you have to cater to our ways because we're your Twitch subs. You have to do what we tell you all the time, and if you don't listen to our feedback, how dare you have a sub? And I had all this drama, and people in the stream chat causing drama and shit, and it was so distracting from me just being able to play games and enjoy them, honestly. And like I said, by the end of the 2 years that I streamed there, I was making almost no money live streaming on Twitch anymore, to the point where it wasn't even, it was more of a pain in my ass than anything else. And then the straw that broke the camel's back is when I was streaming at around 5,000 kilobits or kilobytes per second. I forget if it's bytes or bits, excuse me. Which was above Twitch's recommended threshold for streaming. The reason I did it is because I was playing a few games that year on PlayStation 4 that really needed a higher bitrate. If you didn't stream at a higher bitrate, they looked like shit. They would pixelate like crazy. I was actually playing Assassin's Creed Unity, I remember, and the game did pixelate like crazy while I was playing it, I remember, and I was like, I have to do this at a higher bitrate. And a mod came in to my stream chat and told me that I needed to immediately lower my bitrate or I was basically going to have my stream terminated and I was going to be kicked from the site. So I had a conversation with the guy, and he basically said that even though it is kind of a rough guide and there is no concrete black-white what you can stream on Twitch, that they prefer that you stream at 3,500 kilobits per second, and if I go above that, they have the right to terminate my streams and kick me off the site, and basically, I was now being given the official notice from Twitch staff that they noticed that I'm streaming at a higher bitrate than what they like, and if I continue to do it, that they were going to get rid of me, okay? So I thought about it. I took 1 day to think about it. And I said, fuck this. I'm getting nothing out of streaming on Twitch. I'm not a constant shill and advertiser like they want me to be so I can make money through subs. I'm not willing to degrade the quality of my gameplay or streams to get subs on Twitch. So, what's the benefit? Now I'm being told I can't even record and stream at the quality that I want. Because the bottom line is, if I did 3,500 kilobits per second, I cannot do 1080p video. It will look pixelated as hell. I cannot do 60 frames per second video. It will look pixelated as hell and or choppy. Okay, I would have to go to 720p and 30 frames per second, which is so outdated at this point, alright? It is. These new consoles, everyone thinks do either, a lot of them are doing 900p or 1080p resolution, so I'd have to be forced to give you inferior visuals to the game that I'm playing, and I wouldn't be able to do 60 frames per second, and I'm sorry, tons of games today play at 60 frames per second. Tons! And they need that to look good. Playing them at 30 frames per second, they look like shit. You're not getting the real experience of that game. Now, a lot of people have come to me and said, but Phil, people don't watch your videos for the video quality, they watch them for you. Yes and no. I think some people watch my videos for me, some people watch it for the game, some people watch it for the quality. So I've got this diverse viewer base of people who are watching for different reasons. There are not a lot of people who do as much gameplay as me who record and stream at the quality that I do it at all. In fact, I would say there's no one who does it at that quality and does it as much as I do. So I'm kind of the go-to source if you want to see the highest quality stuff, but also you want a lot of it, I'm the person to go to. So if I were to go back to Twitch, immediately all of my video quality will dip. And now that viewer base is gone. So wow, I'm back on Twitch. Will I see an increase? Nope, immediate dip because people are pissed because I got rid of that upgrade that I did 2 years ago to make my visual quality better. You see what I mean? And it's a slippery slope. No matter what, I cannot see a benefit of going back to Twitch. The only way I could see myself making out going back to Twitch is if I went over there and either, number one, I destroyed my YouTube business overnight. Just fuck it. Fuck DSP Gaming and fuck all that. I'm just going to be a professional Twitch streamer from now on, and I need a couple thousand people to come over with me daily and to all sub to me, and I'll just talk to you all day, and we'll shoot the shit while I pretend that I'm caring about the game that I'm playing when I really don't, and that'll be me. And that'll be the end of my YouTube 8 years of career, and instead I'll be a Twitch streamer. I don't want to do that. You know, I could do that. I don't want to do that. Just like I don't want to destroy my YouTube content and make it so different from what it's always been, because I know there's a fucking viewing market for what I do. The other thing I could do is I could go back to Twitch and only stream there like once or twice a week, and that would be my streaming, and that would be it. Like, whenever I stream a multiplayer game, I stream it on Twitch, and that's it, and I don't stream on YouTube at all. Because, by the way, you may not be aware of this, but there are agreements now that you cannot stream on both services. So if I stream on Twitch, I can't stream on YouTube, and if I stream on YouTube, I can't stream on Twitch. They don't let you do it. They all have contracts now that if you want to make money on their websites, you can't stream on the other one, because they're all in competition, and they don't want their competition to benefit. So I couldn't do both either. That's the other thing. I have to make a choice, and right now, I have a viewer base who comes back on YouTube. But ultimately, I will say this. I'm sorry, and I know a lot of people love Twitch, and everyone's like, oh, but Twitch is the go-to place for streaming because they were in the right place at the right time. It's not because of their business practices. It's not because of the quality of what they do. It's not because of any of that. It's just because they were lucky. That's it. That's the only reason that Twitch is as popular as they are. If someone else had done the same thing they did before they did, or at the same time they did, they would not be as popular. Because the bottom line is Twitch is a bad business. Twitch is not a good place to put out quality content. It's not. You are constantly nagged to advertise and or push subs or product so that you can make money, and they'll make money, they get profit from that, and then you get profit from that. You want to know why I know all of this? Because you might be saying, Phil talks about Twitch all the time, like he knows about it, but he hasn't been on Twitch for 2 years. They're so stupid, they never remove me from their email list. So every time that there's a new update for partners, I get it. And all the emails I get, they have not invested $1 into their actual business to make it better. They don't have higher quality streams. They don't have, like, much increased server capacity. You know what I mean? All the things why can't people stream at 1080p, 60 frames per second on Twitch? Because they don't care about that. They don't care about the quality of the gameplay or even the quality of the stream. Why do you think there's so many titty streamers on Twitch who are girls with big-ass fucking boobs hanging out, and they barely can play a game, but they get tons of fucking money on Twitch, and Twitch makes out? That's a big demographic for them to make profit, because they don't care about the quality. If they did care about the quality, they'd stop telling you, oh, buy a t-shirt. Oh, here's a new kind of chat emote system, an exclusive emote thing, and this and that has nothing to fucking do with the stream. None of it has anything to do with sitting there and playing the game on Twitch, which is what the fucking website was created to fucking do. In fact, if you don't believe me, they changed their terms of service. Their terms of service and mission statement used to state that Twitch TV is the premier destination for gamers to share their gameplay experiences. It now says it's the premier destination for gamers to share their personalities with others. I'm not kidding. Like, it says that. It doesn't say it exactly in that wording, but basically it says it's for interaction between a gamer and a stream audience, not about the game anymore. They don't care about that. They're terrible. They're a horrible business for gaming in general. They're just bad. They don't care about actual games. They don't care about what you put on your stream as long as this is coming into them. Why do you think when there's people on stream faking getting fucking swatted that they give him a slap on the wrist and let him back the next day? Because he was a top earner. Fake swatting. Making a joke out of people getting almost shot and killed by police because of assholes pranking them, right? And, oh, it's a prank to call the police and say that someone's dying in your house. Oh, yeah, it's real fun. It's all fun and games till it fucking happens to you like it did to me. And let me tell you, that shit ain't fucking funny. If I ever find out who the fuck did that to me, there's gonna be serious consequences. They're lucky that they're a little coward and they hide behind the fucking internet. Because that is so insane. And to joke about it like it's funny, but that person's back the next day. And that's just one example. There's been all these numerous things that have happened on Twitch that are just ridiculous, and it just proves time and time again that business is made solely for money, and that's it. So yeah, that's all they are. They don't care about the quality of anything. Why do you think they give the highest quality to the highest streams and they don't complain when they stream at higher bit rates? Because it was actually brought up. This is an important point. Someone was or a lot of Overwatch streamers realized that putting it at 720p the game looks like shit. So they started streaming at 1080p 60 frames per second, and when that game was highly popular this year, Twitch did nothing. Because those people were bringing in tons of money for them. And then other people who were streaming the game, their streams looked like shit, and they looked at the bitrate of these higher level streamers, and saw the bitrate was higher than what they were supposed to be allowed to do, and they went and complained. And they got the runaround from Twitch. Oh, we just didn't catch it, it's okay. Even though people reported those streams for having a higher bitrate, they were never shut down because they were bringing in tons of money. Fuck that. I'm not going to be a part of that. At least on YouTube, with all the bullshit that YouTube fucking has tossed my way over the years, I know at least I could upload videos, and I could stream, and there's no fucking favoritism. You know what I mean? I could put out the highest quality stuff that I want, and I don't have to worry about this favoritistic bullshit, and bullying, and being pressured to do things on my fucking streams and channels that I don't want to fucking do. I mean, that is the worst. If every day I had to basically be something I don't want to be, and work for a business that I don't stand behind, The bottom line is, I'm not going back to Twitch. It's just not going to happen. As so many people who seem to think Twitch streaming is like this amazing thing for gamers, it's not. It's not. Once again, it's the hype, it's the bullshit that people buy into all this time, and it's just not going to help me if I go back over there, alright? So, now I've talked at length in this video about all this stuff, okay? Right now, I'm happy because obviously I'm getting a little bit of boost in ad revenue, and I'm getting a little bit of boost on Patreon. Does this mean, if this keeps up, that I can keep doing this full time? I don't know. I mean, more than likely, yeah, I will make a little bit of extra money here at the end of the year, but it's not going to be what I used to make. If Patreon could make up for that, then yeah, but the thing is, right now, even with the 50-some people who gave pledges who normally wouldn't have, that's not enough to save me.
I need hundreds
in order to even see any kind of a significant move towards what I was making so I could pay my bills and still be here. You know what I mean? So So thank you to those who did pledge. Thank you to those who maybe did turn off their ad blockers and they're helping me out. Maybe those who are spreading the word. I don't know. But thank you, and thank you for watching this video. What I will do is I'll try to have a periodic update. Not too often, but maybe every once in a while, maybe once a month till the end of the year, so you know what's going on with me and my business, so that you obviously are in the know, and you're not, gee, I wonder if Phil's going to be here tomorrow. I don't know. Is Phil going to be here next year? I don't know. Because people are still asking, Phil, are you going to be playing this game next year? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be in this house next year. That's the reality of it, you know? I don't know. Right now, I'm narrowly paying my bills. Right now, and I'm not even exaggerating, right now, I'm hoping that there's enough money in my bank account to clear and pay my bills this month coming up in November. It's going to depend on how much money I actually get out of Patreon for this month. So, we'll see. And if things don't go through, I'm probably going to have to go borrow money from my parents, which I've already done in the past. I might have to do it again, which they don't have a lot of money to borrow. I might have to take out a big loan, and that's going to be terrible because that's going to ruin my credit. You know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to have to do. But I really want to keep doing this the way that I've been doing it for 8 years. I want to provide you with the uncut gameplay, so you know exactly what that experience is. I want to make an edited video for you, a nice, highly, edited, informative review that hits upon all these important points. That's not a 5-second review like all these stupid mainstream media do, but also doesn't have to have stupid dressing up in comedy skits. That's the other thing. Well, Phil, you know, Angry Joe makes these videos, and they're so good because he dresses up and there's comedy skits in them. And if you were just not lazy and you actually worked your ass off like Joe, you'd be able to be popular on YouTube. Or maybe I don't want to dress up and be a comedian. Did you ever think of that? Because I could have been that. Maybe I tried that. Did you see the original Hateful Truths back in the day? The first few had that. And after doing it a few times, I was like, I think I would rather just do a better, more well-informed review. To me, it sounds like a better video. And you know what? It is. Because you don't have to sit through comedy that you might or might not like. You don't have to sit through the skit. You know, that's the truth. I never found, on YouTube, I never found this huge gimmick. You know, for PewDiePie, it was screaming at the camera like a little girl, and everyone laughs because he sounds like a little pussy, right? For Angry Joe, it's because he dresses up and does comedy skits, and he puts tons of time and effort into his reviews, but let's face it, why does he get those views? Because he dresses up and does comedy skits. That's why, not because of the review, because it's an entertainment video that's fluff. That's why people watch this shit on YouTube, and I've never made a fluff fucking video. I mean, maybe that's my problem, because everything I do is actually worthwhile and can teach you something, and you can learn something, you know, from a video that I put out there. Maybe that's why I'm not popular, because people aren't looking for information and for quality, they're looking for fluff, and they're just looking to fucking, I don't know, you know, I just don't get it.
I don't get it, that I could be here for 8 years, busting my ass.
I mean, it feels lazy. He doesn't make Angry Joe level reviews. If I did an Angry Joe level review, not only would I be spending thousands of dollars per video, I'd need a team of people to make it, because guess what? He doesn't make those by himself, and I'd be playing probably 1/5 of the amount of games that I do now. So is that what you want? You just want me to stop altogether covering all the new games and the games that I enjoy and doing streams, and instead you just want me to fucking do edited videos with comedy skits in them? I don't know. I don't think there's a solution. You know, I don't think there's an easy solution or easy determination of what is the right or wrong thing to do in a situation like this. And, you know, admittedly, a lot of people say I'm stubborn and I'm unwilling to change. Yes and no. I'm willing to change to a point. I was willing to adopt direct capture after some convincing, live streaming after some convincing. I was willing to do edited videos after some convincing, but I don't want to change the entire fucking point of my videos. I mean, if that is the case, and that's what it takes to be successful in business, I'm no better than GE, General Electric. You may not know. I'll end the video like this, all right? Jack Welch, I think that was his name, Jack Welch. He became the CEO of GE, General Electric, this major American corporation that was well-known worldwide for creating great high-quality electronics. Appliances, things around your house, anything you could think of that was electronic, they would make it. But for some reason, the company was failing. I don't know, because I didn't do too much research in that regard of why they were failing. So Jack Welch said, well, since we're failing as a company manufacturing electronics, we're going to become a finance company. And I'm not joking, he transformed the company to a finance company. He fired most of his staff. So most people who worked for General Electric over the years and became these really valuable employees for electronics were all fired and laid off. He hired finance people. He took all the money that the company had and put it into backing a finance company, and he became a successful finance company, okay? Now, there's people that love Jack Welch. They think that he's a transformative genius, and they think that he's one of the smartest people on the planet because he saw that this was a dying effort, and he's like an idol for people in the business world. You know what I call Jack Welch? A fucking coward. A fucking heartless piece of shit who was put into a position of power, and just because he had that power, he quit, and he took the easy way out. He saw that the trend was, what's popular right now? Finance. So fuck electronics, let's make a finance firm, and he won by default, because he turned his company into what was popular with the money he had, rather than trying to actually improve and or make an electronics company work. I like gaming. I like playing video games. I like sharing those raw experiences with you because that's how I enjoy the game, playing it raw and not faking it for you. But I also love sharing my opinions on that game, my informed opinions later as a review. I do like talking to you every once in a while in a video like I'm doing right now. I enjoy all of these things, all right? I don't want to be a comedian. I don't want to be an entertainer, a cosplayer, a fucking skit maker, a video editor, a fucking, you know what I mean? Anything that these people do, that this is what's popular on YouTube, that's not what I want. And I don't need to be popular on YouTube. I don't care about getting 1 million subs and having people donate the fuck out of everything to me. I don't care about any of that. I just want enough to pay my bills, to have a little life here with my girlfriend Leanna, and to keep sharing my experiences with you daily. That's all I want. I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be fucking famous. I don't want the world. I just want something that's a little reasonable. And the bottom line is for 8 years I've been able to do that. And I think that it's just a combination of shitty circumstances combined with some really nasty fucking people who are just so mad that I don't follow the YouTube norms and that I may have said a few inflammatory things over the years that really got their goat, and they just want to see me fucking die and burn. And sorry that I don't understand those people, because I've never been of that mentality. There's plenty of people out there that I don't like, that I don't think deserve popularity or fame, but I don't actively seek them out to hurt them, because I am a mature and intelligent fucking adult, and I'm not nuts. That's the bottom line. All I want to do is continue to do YouTube, and I don't want to sacrifice 8 years of something that I put my life into. 8 years of sacrifice. Again, friendships broken. People I don't even talk to anymore, who I used to be close friends with, gone because of YouTube. And I made those sacrifices building a legacy. I want to stand by that. I want to keep doing what I'm doing. I want to be that true to form person who said, I made it and I could still do this as a job because I stuck to my guns and I found creative ways to avoid the fact that, yeah, 95% of people who watch gaming on YouTube are fucking idiots and they want to go see these stupid fake videos that are paid advertisements rather than actually see someone who does something real and worthwhile. I still want to be able to do that, and I don't know. I mean, I'm being so threatened by what's going on right now. So, to end this, if you really do want to help, number one, keep watching the videos. Number two, please like the videos. I know I never used to say that before, but liking the videos helps. Number three, please consider pledging to my Patreon, patreon.com/darksidefil. For as little as $1 a month, it actually helps me. You'd be surprised. With the amount of people now that have pledged $1 a month, it's gonna help, and if I can get even more, maybe I don't have to worry about this shit anymore, okay? Please, give me suggestions. I need better perks for Patreon to get more people to pledge. I need a suggestion. What should I do about the streaming and the videos? Like, what do I do? Because when YouTube is telling me everything I'm doing in their statistics, in their analytics, you're great. Better engagement, more likes, more shares, everything you're doing is in the green, good. And I'm not making as much money. It's something wrong here. There's a disconnect. And without sacrificing my entire business of what I do and losing my own fucking self-respect, I want to be able to still make a living. How do I do it? I need your help. I need suggestions, and I know some people are going to watch this video and just say, it's more of Phil being a pig-headed, stubborn asshole who won't change, and you know what? I will never change the minds of some people. Some people will just say, you know what? A lot of other people don't do it anymore or change, but Phil's still here, and he still does it the same way, and how does he expect to be popular? Maybe because it's on principle. Maybe because I think that what I'm doing is good. All the message I've gotten from people over the years saying that what I do is so meaningful to them, and that they can, get not only information and quality and meaning out of what I do, but also that there's days when they just watch my stuff and it allows them to feel better about themselves, and some of the heartfelt stuff I've heard from people. 8 years is a long fucking time of my life. I'm only 34 years old, so, about a quarter of my life has been on YouTube at this point, and it means a lot, okay, to keep being able to do this. So I need help. And I need to know what it is that I should be doing, and obviously making a video like this to explain the situation and appeal to you is the best way to go about it, alright? Alright, everyone. I now need to go work on other stuff, like my reviews and stuff. I literally am now 20 minutes over when I should have been working on a review to make this video. But I hope now you realize how serious the situation is, okay? And the last thing that I need to end this, because, well, Phil shouldn't have done this, and shouldn't have moved, shouldn't have spent, shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's the past. Now I need to know what to do moving forward, not what I should have done 2 or 3. Yeah, if I had known stuff like this would have happened, people would have been so fucking nasty to me and hurt me so badly last year with those copyright strikes and that, things like would have turned out. Yeah, I would have spent less money. I would not have furnished the house the way I did, and I probably would have got cheaper. I don't know. Too late for that. Now, that's in the past. That's fucking dust in the wind. Now it's time to focus on the positive and the present, and what can I do now to get people motivated to pledge to Patreon, to watch the videos, to get stuff going again, because getting YouTube videos in YouTube search ain't gonna happen. Going to Twitch ain't gonna happen, and I don't want to change my entire fucking business model just to make money and keep doing this, but what can I do then?